Do you get that, Dad?
Yeah, if I have any problems, I'll let you know.
Okay.
When your courage goes up, I'll just remind you.
Okay.
Let me make sure that we got this. This is about as good as we can get it out here. I don't know what the hell. I think because of
Oh,
what?
no, you're fine. It's just really bright.
Hold on, I'll turn it. There we go. Maybe it's my glass. No, you could see it really good. You know what it is? It's the setup I have. It's just annoying from here. See if I do this, yeah, you can see everything
Let me
perfectly.
do a super pee, and then I'll
You
be
know,
ready.
we're live now.
Are we?
Yeah, go ahead, go do your super P. I'll talk to everybody else.
Oh my gosh. That's embarrassing.
I said we're going live. Super P. Oh boy, oh boy. How you doing, everybody? Today we are doing Secrets of the Tomb, of the Lost Tomb live. While we're waiting for Janice because she's doing her Super P, just a couple things. Thanks everybody for helping us reach our second goal on Patreon uh, in 2 days, Justin. In 2 days,
It's pretty impressive.
it's amazing, and we're truly humbled by this whole experience. But we just enjoy doing what we do, and that's what the best part of it is. Dennis, how are you? Troll, how are you doing, my friend? So, this game here, I saw at Gen Con, and we figured we'd do a live play of it, and then we'll do a review of it afterwards. A couple things real quick. The Battle of the Bands video, if you notice, came down. Turns out that there is a discrepancy that I received from the guy that has the trademark for that game. So they tried to contact the person, and it turned out to be quite the nightmare. I'll make a short video of it tomorrow. I'm just not going to worry about it now. But I just felt it was appropriate to take down the video because there was another Battle of the Bands, and that person has the trademark to it. So I didn't want to disrespect him at all, so I took it down. And I felt that's what was right. So here we go. Let's see. Hi, everyone. I finally made it to a live game. Look at you, bro. Thank you. It's good to have you here, at least until the kids wake in the next few minutes. Well, you hang in there as long as you can, and just know the best part is that it is, um, you can always watch it in pieces. Hey, dude, so glad you launched a Patreon. Proud to be a backer. Andy, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to us to have you aboard. Secret of Lost Tomb is at my store now. I'm very tempted to pick it up. This video is timed well. Well, we have all of it. So we're just going to start with the base box here and the very first scenario. And none other than Janice is the one that did most of the homework on this because this was something that she was interested in. And she did such a good job yesterday that we have to make it up to her and let her do the rules explanation for this one as quickly as possible with Justin filling in the blanks. So,
Okay.
go ahead.
Before I explain, we're going to be doing the first beginner campaign of the story, so I will read the campaign once I kind of break down the game a little bit. It's pretty much like a dungeon crawl game, but it's very cool because there's a lot of little things that make this game very individualized, if that makes sense. So this is going to be my character for the game. And he's called the Rough Rider. These are the stats, so strength, dexterity, knowledge, mythos, movement. They get special abilities. Some special abilities can be used throughout the entire game infinitely, or some characters have limited chances of using special abilities. Um, Over here is a little track. Throughout the game, your character can increase their courage or lose their courage. If they lose their courage, bad things can happen at a certain point. If they increase their courage, good things can happen. They get bonuses. Um, Over here's the health track, and then over here's the audacity track, which the audacity track has some beneficials when it comes to rolling for checks and rolling for combat. And then health is pretty much self-explanatory. So pretty much the scenario we're doing, we're trying to find this pharaoh, and we're trying to kill him before he escapes and kills us all. Um,
Takes over the world.
Yes.
World
So
domination. You
this
know,
is
the usual.
these are our starting tiles. So as you can see, there's a set of stairs because as you can tell in a dungeon crawl, usually you can go down the stairs to go to a deeper level. So in this game, you can go down level 1, level 2, or level 3. On these tiles, there's going to be either a level 1, a level 2, or level 3, or sometimes all three. So what that means is that you can use this tile for either one of those levels, but if you are staying on level 1 and the tile only has like a level 2 or a level 3, you have to discard it until you find a tile that has a level 1. So for example, if I were to draw this card right now and I explored out here, I could not use this one. I would have to keep drawing until I found one that had a level 1 tile on it. So it's pretty much you can explore rooms, and as you explore out rooms, there's different things that happen in the rooms. So like for example, if you were to draw this room, this is actually a really good example. Any tile that you draw throughout the game that has a red wall is going to determine where monsters will spawn during the combat phase or the tune phase in this situation. Always usually in the rooms there's going to be something on the bottom that'll tell you when you explore this room, if you get not succeed in a knowledge check or fail in a knowledge check, something will happen. In this case, if you fail a knowledge check, spawn the Mongo dragon spirit. So things can either help you or hurt you depending on what it tells you in this little bottom right corner. A parentheses means you need only one success. If it has a +1 or a +2, it means you need more than one. So 2 successes, 3 successes. In this little corner, there's usually going to be a symbol which will signify either a misadventure in this case, which is the double crossbones, or a scenario trigger. This specific story has scenario triggers, which look like this. So whenever you get one of these, there's going to have a number in it, and then we have to reference our scenario book, and it'll tell us what will happen in that situation. So I'll explain that when we get to that point. In this game, whenever you get something like this, it's called a misadventure. So there's adventures that you can go on which are usually positive, or misadventures. They're double-sided. So usually it's going to have you pass some form of test, and if you succeed, usually for the most part you're okay. If you fail though, something usually really bad, so you probably lose courage, lose stats, anything can really happen, lose items and so forth. So that's just a couple things right there. A very specific thing about searching. So there's two ways you can search a room. So you can normally search a room, which is when you go into a room, you're going to claim, hey, I'm going to search a room. Every character gets these little triangles. Green, then it goes to yellow, and then when you search again, it goes to red. So every time this triangle turns over, you have a better chance of finding better items, but you also have more of a chance of getting, attacked by monsters or losing something. And there's a little chart right here. So it'll tell you, you will roll one dice and it'll tell you what will happen depending on what color you are on and what you will get when you roll that number. So that's one way to search. Another way to search, some tiles have a special search room, and that's how we're going to find artifacts. So in this case, this tile right here has the Aladdin's lamp search. So what you'll do is this little pile here, you will go in, you will look for that Aladdin uh, uh, card. Oh goodness. So here it is, and it'll tell you what you need in order to get this card. So in this case, you have to roll, and depending on what you roll, something will happen. And then in some of the artifact cards, if you pass a check, like in this one, +3 mythos and +1 knowledge. So that means you need to have a knowledge success and 3 mythos success in order to keep this card. And then this card can be used to help you throughout the game. So they're really good to have. Every character also starts with 2 companions. So in my case, I have 2 companions, and the companions will tell you what they do, and they don't count towards your actions. Companions are free actions and can be used whenever you want during your turn. Some companions will have a health next to them, and you can have your companion take damage instead of you. But also, if they lose all their health, they will go away, but you can heal them as well. So you kind of want to have to keep track of what their health is at so that you don't lose uh, your health or your companion. Um, a couple things about Audacity. Audacity is something you may need to pass a check on a tile, but Audacity is also really important when you're doing checks. Let me grab a dice. Here we go. So we have a 12-sided dice, but it's 6 numbers. So each number from 1 through 6 is on there twice. So 1 is always going to be considered a critical failure, which can hurt you during combat. 6 is a critical success, which in certain situations can help you too. So always, whenever you roll for a check or for combat, 5 is a success, 6 is a critical success, and 1 is a critical failure. So let's just say you want to roll for something that you don't have a high stat of. So for me, my dexterity is 3, but I have to get 4 successes. I could use Audacity, so I can remove 1 Audacity, and that means I would need a success on a 4, 5, and 6 rather than just a 5 and a 6. So it increases your chances to get a success. But very important, it doesn't increase the amount of dice. It just increases the number. You can also use Audacity after you've rolled. So if you don't like what you rolled and you just want to re-roll everything, you can use Audacity to re-roll your thing. But it's very important. Your Audacity is also required to do a lot of checks, so you have to be really smart about it because most characters, like my character, doesn't even have any Audacity, so I won't even have that opportunity. But some characters, um, if you use too much Audacity, it may affect you and it may hurt you. Uh, so for the most part, all our characters get 6 actions. They look like this. They're little bullet points. Whenever you use an action, you flip it over until it's your turn. And each character goes through 1 action each until everybody's gone through all 6 actions, and then the tomb phase happens, which is the combat phase, which is when monsters get involved. And that's what Justin's going to explain next.
What am I going to explain? Combat?
Yes.
Okay. So the way combat works in this is there are potentially 4 ways that you could combat someone. You could combat them with your strength, dexterity, knowledge, or mythos. So it depends on what kind of weapon that you have. So for example, my guy, his name is Alligator McPhee. He uses 2 machetes in combat. So the number on the card, it's kind of hard to see because it's a tiny card. Here, let me get it.
Oops, sorry. Let me put that up there. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
There's +2 fangs on the card. See that?
Yep.
So that means in combat I get 2 dice. So since I have 2 machetes, I'll immediately get 4 dice. Now, I'm also going to get 3 dice because there is a brawn symbol or a strength symbol on the card. That means that it's a strength combat. So my strength is 3, so I get 3 dice, plus the 4 from the machetes means I'm getting 7 dice in combat. Now, do we have like a, here, we'll use this guy. So we're going up against this guy right here, is Keeper of the Deep. He has a combat value of 3. So what that means is that when I roll all these dice here, so let's roll the dice. So I got a 5, that's a success. A 6, that's a critical success. Another 6, that's a critical success. Then I got 2, 3, 4, 4, those are all failures. So I needed to get his combat value of 3, which I did. I got 3 successes. So that means that I have tied or exceeded his combat value. So in this round of combat, I win. And I'm going to deal 3 points of damage to him. Now, I would have to check to see if he has any armor. He does not, so he does not absorb any of my successes. But he has 5 HP, so we only do 3 damage to him, so we would put 3 wound markers on him, and then we do another round of combat. And we keep going until one of us are dead. Now, if I roll less successes than his combat value, so say his combat value is 3, but say I only get 1 success, we look at the difference. So the difference between 1 and 3 is 2. So I would take 2 wounds during that round of combat. If I had 2 successes and his combat rating is 3, then I would only take 1 wound, obviously. I think this guy is a pretty weak creature.
Yeah.
So again, the combat just goes until one of us wins or loses. And yes, courage. As soon as you encounter a monster, there's this token, the symbol right here. It's like a medal or a badge that shows the courage that you have to lose immediately. So you have to adjust your courage track as soon as you start to fight, minus the number of courage on the thing. So this guy, Keeper of the Tomb, as soon as we start to fight, I would lose 2 courage. But this guy here, Raz Azul, which is the boss of this, you lose 7 courage. As soon as you encounter him, you must lose 7 courage.
So you better be jacked up on
And
your
some
courage.
monsters will have like a letter symbol, like an X or a Y, which means that it's equal to whatever it'll tell you on top of the monster card, or some monsters will actually be able to copy your stats, and that's what their stats will be. Um, will explain more things as we go along because
Yep.
there's little things, but one really final thing, this purple symbol here is the entrance. It's a store. So whenever you beat a monster, you get these things called soul shards. These soul shards are these little guys right here. So you can always come back to here and you can use your soul shards to purchase special items from the soul shard store. So that's the marketing aspect of it. For the most part, as we go along, we will, if there's anything that needs to be explained, we will explain it. So
Who sets up shop in a dungeon?
I don't know.
It's been there for 3,000 years, and I guess they're waiting for customers.
It's a good thing it's there though.
Yes, it is.
So really quickly, I'm the Rough Rider. I'm a very well-balanced character, but I don't have a lot of audacity to me. Justin's Alligator McPhee, he has a lot of audacity to him. He's has a lot of strength and a lot of mythos to him.
He's an alligator wrestler. He uses 2 machetes.
My guy's like some frontier man. And Dad is
I am
like
Harrison, basically Ford, or Quartermus. Harrison Quartermus the 13th.
his character's really strong stat-wise, but his abilities are very limited. So he has to be really wise when he uses his abilities.
Well, there you go.
So,
Janice, why don't you start us off?
wow, I'm going first.
Yes, you get to start us off.
This goes away too.
Yeah, mix all those up.
Yep.
Matter of fact,
This.
since we are using those,
And one more thing, whenever we get to the tomb phase, you will draw from this pile.
do we shuffle these up enough? I will.
Yes.
And
In
what
this
turns?
story, we have 6 rounds so we start from 0. So it just goes up from the track,
it starts
and it
from
goes
0.
up to 6.
Okay.
We have
so-
6 rounds to find all 3 artifacts.
Okay.
So there's 3 artifacts for this scenario that have been set aside. Those artifacts are the Staff of Ra, the Ruby Scarab, and the Cowl of Anubis. If we don't find those and kill Ra Azul before that,
Are those going to help us to beat him?
I think those are just required to get to him. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Yes, it looks like they will help you, according to this picture.
Okay.
What are those artifacts?
Okay. The artifacts?
Yes.
These are the artifacts.
But there should be 3 set aside.
Did you set them aside? No.
Set them aside,
okay.
and I will go first.
So, which ones are they? I have...
Right here. The Staff of Ra,
It's right here.
the Ruby Scarab,
Okay.
and the Cowl of Anubis.
Josh.
How you doing, Alan? How you doing, Oddball? Hello to everyone. Brian Schultz, thank you so much. I'm glad we're very happy to have your support. And I think I got everybody here. Yes. And Drew. Okay, so there we go. Let's start this game off, young lady.
I'll be going first.
Yes,
Just so you know, in the back of the scenario book, there's a reference guide that you can use that will pretty much set you through the phases of the game and tell you what all the symbols mean. So don't be worried about having to memorize everything.
Okay.
Okay, so
My guy
obviously,
and the...
the first thing I'm going to do as the Rough Riders move and probably explore. I will probably, my movement is 4,
Mm-hmm.
but so I will probably.
So you have to use an action for that, correct?
Yes.
Well,
so,
we do 1 action at a time.
Yeah.
Yes, 1, 1, 1,
Okay.
1, 1, 1 until we're all out. So I'm going to move,
1.
and then I'm going to explore this way.
Okay. That's
So this has a level 1 in it, so we can use it.
2. Okay.
So right off the bat, not so good, because this is a red wall.
Did you
Which
mix those
means-
up, fool?
Yes.
Monsters can spawn, and there's a misadventure. So literally my first turn, I'm kind of in trouble. This symbol right here.
Did we mix these up?
this symbol
I'll
mean?
mix up these misadventures.
This symbol means something. This is a comet track. I have to look up what a comet track is. That I'm not sure about. It looks like this. So right away, just so you know, whenever a wall is red, this is where monsters will spawn during the tombs phase. So right away, I'm going to have to go through a misadventure. Fortunate for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw a card from the
Which I just shuffled.
deck. They're double-sided, so there's a thing that covers them.
Okay, so
you
cover
can't
that up.
see. So mine says, purple light reflects off and through the spirits that float around this room. They move through, around, and into each other, and eventually they notice your entrance. You stand there gawking. So it's telling me that I'm going to have to pass a mythos check. So a mythos check of 1. So it's not that bad. I only need to get 1 success, and my mythos is 5, which means I have a really good chance of succeeding. So let's get 3, 4, 5 dice. 5s and 6s are successes. For me, I have a 4, a 3. There's my success, a 5, and a critical success, and a 2. So I pass. So since I pass, it says you say a prayer and the ghost seems to hear. They begin to fade into nothingness and they retreat, brings you solace. I get 1+1 courage, which is good for my character because I have no courage to start off with. If anything bad were to happen and I failed, this bottom one is what you would read, and this is what I would get. In this case, I would become afraid, which isn't a very good thing.
No, you don't want to be afraid.
So this gets discarded, and then Justin's quickly checking this comet track. I don't know if something happens with that comet track, but that would essentially end my turn for that round. And then
It's the grass track. It looks like a grassy track.
yeah, it's the comet track. Dad, why don't you go?
Okay.
And then Justin can go last. And I'll help you along the way.
All right, so let me think here.
Is there monsters or no?
No, the monsters, nothing happens with monsters until we've all used our actions.
I wonder if I should, I will go 1. I'm going to move here. 2. And I'm going to go 3.
So you're going to search.
Yep. Let me see that, Justin. I'll read. Oh, great. Another spawn point. Did you guys...
Oh, this is
Yes,
good.
there are.
Quicksand.
I don't know what the comet track is.
Oh, boy. It's a trap 3.
Okay, so what that means is that there's 3 traps here. So you need to pass a strength test.
Okay.
If you fail, you get the card slowed, which we will get from this pile over here.
Okay.
And then it'll tell you what happens.
Okay. Comet track.
I think, the comet track just lets you know where the cards connect. That indicates an entrance. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
'cause
I just remembered. I'm sorry, guys. I
saw that figure.
overanalyzed that.
That's okay.
Okay. So I'm going to roll 4 dice because I have a strength 4.
And you only need 1 success.
So I need a 5 or 6.
Nope.
And I got a 6 and a 5
So
and a 1.
You pass. So whenever you get a trap and it has the number, that's how many times the trap is on there for. So
Yep.
you have to pass all of them before you can leave.
Oh, I have to pass all of them.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So one of them goes away.
Yep.
And also a thing about traps, if I were to go in there, the trap would reactivate and I would have to pass 3 times in order
To leave.
Yeah, so this thing,
Oh,
it never goes away.
I get +2 to my trap checks because I have a bullwhip.
Oh, so
So you're fine.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
fine. But
Okay. All right. Oh, sorry.
So
oh, wrong character.
Yeah, wrong character. Okay, so that was one of my actions.
So you just
Okay, let me just read some of these comments. Congratulations on reaching the 2nd goal. Thank you so much. I'll be honest with you. Huh?
No, go
Oh,
ahead.
you guys are discussing everything? I never thought we'd reach the 2nd goal. I don't think we'll make the 3rd goal, but if we do, I'll tell you, every month, just expect the best of the best from us. We try to do that anyways. Oddball, I always enjoy a good Halloween adventure game. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Halloween week, we've already set what we are going to play, and each night we're going to play horror game. And the type is from darker, darker, darkest. We've got, we've got so many horror games, it's ridiculous. Mansions of Madness.
He's able to leave.
And tons of really, really good horror.
It might be just
We'll
3
finally
times
break
2.
out Dead of Winter. All kinds of different stuff.
Alright, so I'm going to spend the action
Yep.
to move. Now, you said I could search any of these 2 rooms, right?
Yeah, you can search
How
and
do-
then move.
How do I know that I can search those
There's
ones?
not. You can always search a room.
Okay, just not these 3 starter rooms.
Yeah, just not these
Okay.
3 starter rooms. You can always search a room.
What you
will-
want to do is
you-
expand the room.
I'm going to go here.
Okay.
So that's 1 movement point. But this is level 3 only,
you
so we
push this
can't do
side?
that. Yep.
Oh, here, I'll move this out of
So
the
we
way.
go here. It is Leif Erikson's grotto.
And as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 entrances. Oh, and we're already our first scenario triggered. So a scenario trigger is, in this campaign, pretty much it affects the story. It makes it interesting because it gives you extra things you have to go through. So it's just a symbol trigger 1. You unleash the curse of the mummy. So all around the room there are engravings, hieroglyphics, and ancient relics from the age of Egyptian empires. They mention Raza Zul's Amet many times. As you search these histories for clues, you wake something from its deep slumber. Its disembodied blue eyes flash in the darkness, and loud, maniacal laughter echoes in the depths of your mind, mesmerizing you for a moment. You try to resist. You attempt to resist the curse. So you have to pass a mythos test. You only need 1 success.
Okay, so my mythos is 3. So I get to roll 3 dice. Is this a skull and crossbones check or no?
No.
Okay.
This is just whatever the symbol. It's just a scenario
Okay.
test.
So I need 1 success.
And you don't get it.
Okay, so I'm going to use an audacity.
Do you want to use it so early in the game?
Yes, to re-roll it. Now, I have a special skill called Wrestle a Gator. Whenever I use audacity to re-roll, I succeed on 4, 5, or 6.
Okay.
There's a 5, so I'm okay.
And now also in the room, you explore the room. So if you succeed at a 2, no, it says you get +1 movement in this room. For exploring, you get an extra movement in this
Okay.
room. So next time you turn, you would have 4 movement rather than 3 movement.
Okay. Now I can search that next next time I use an
Yes,
action, right?
you can search that room.
Okay. And after we search it, do we put like a token to show that we've searched the room so it can't be searched again?
That's a good question. I don't remember him putting any tokens down.
Or maybe you can just continue to search.
I think you can just continue to search because this is just your track.
Okay.
So remember, it gets harder as you keep searching.
Okay. So that's my action there.
Okay. So it's back to me. So obviously I'm going to leave this room because I don't want to be stuck there because
When
if
the
any...
monster comes.
Yeah. So I'm going to search the room before I leave.
Okay.
So I have to roll 1 dice. And then I'm going to have to use this chart. This little triangle is going to go from green
To yellow.
to yellow. So 4.
I think that's treasure.
I get a treasure, as you can see. But
Ah.
next time, as you can see, things
Some
get
bad
a little
stuff.
crazy. But sometimes it's just good to search because that's how you're going to get
Okay.
items.
Those are shuffled up.
So my treasure is a 45 caliber 1911 pistol. It's a dexterity
Ooh.
one-handed. It
Now,
has,
how many items can you carry?
I think it's unlimited, but you have to choose.
Which ones for which hands?
Yeah, and if you
Body, head, 1 hand, 1 hand. Okay.
and remember, you can lose items because of the upkeep.
Right.
This is actually better than my Bowie knife. You can trade, that's another thing. You can give items to characters, other
Okay.
characters. So if you see that an item may benefit another character more than your own character, you can give them that item. So I searched the room, and now I'm going to move.
That's 2 actions, though, isn't it? It's 1 action to search.
I believe so, but I think
It says on the, let me see the thing real quick. It says here,
Hold on. While
Things
you guys
can
are
do.
figuring it out.
Search a room
Hi
to
all,
level
went
two
out this
back.
morning
Okay.
and picked
So,
up
yeah.
a War Machine Battle Box K-Door. So excited putting it together and learning the game. It's a good game. It's just something that I don't know why we didn't go with it. Baramas, holy smokes, I actually caught a live playthrough. Hello Rob and fam. Aaron H here. Congrats on getting the patron going, Rob. Proud to be a part of it. Thank you for being a part of it. It means a lot to all of us here. And we're really inspired
So it's once
and
per every 6 actions.
to give you guys the best and make sure that you guys get the most out of your patronage. Okay, go ahead.
Turn.
My turn. So I'm going to take an action, and I have to roll, unfortunately, because I'm stuck in this room.
Is
No,
he still stuck in the room?
You're not stuck in the room. You can leave.
That's just the amount of times that the trap will trigger.
I'm getting the hell out of there. I'm moving. I'm going 1, 2, and
Okay,
let's see
that's
what.
level
Okay,
two
that's a
only.
level 2, so that doesn't do anything for us. Level 2,
No.
level 3, and a
No.
level 1. And what do we have here?
A lot. There
Oh
seems.
no.
Oh, this is an infinite trap, which means whenever you go in here, it'll activate.
No.
So this is pretty crappy.
That takes you to level 3.
Hold on. I have a bullwhip. You are immune to the pit trap.
Ah, adjacent to Mongol's Hall. So that's what that means. But you still have to do this.
I still have to do it, but I'm immune to it.
Yeah, he's immune to it.
Okay, so nothing happens. If he were to have failed a dexterity test, he would have gotten -3 courage, and he would have been moved to Mongo's Hall, which is the end. So that would have been really bad because we just started and there's not much.
Yeah, that leads directly to level 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
we
is
can't
where
have that, and I would have had to face them all by myself. With rope adjacent to Mongo's Hall. What's that mean?
Oh, you would, if you had this, you could move, instead of going right into Mongo's Hall, you could use the rope to go to a room adjacent to it.
Ah, so you can kind of maybe fight your way back up.
Well, you can opt to go there as well if you
Yeah,
want to.
Okay,
that's with the rope.
so I'm immune to it, so I'm fine. So that's it. At least we know that's where the pitfall is.
Okay. So I am gonna search my room. So I roll 1 dice. 6. What's that? 2 treasures, and I get to pick one.
Yep. So you draw 2, and you get to pick which one. So tell everyone what you have.
Oh, were these shuffled?
What's that?
Yeah, I mean, I shuffled.
The treasures?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. The 45 caliber pistol and the Tommy gun. The Tommy gun is a 2-handed dexterity weapon, but it lets me do area combat. So I'm gonna take this one, the Tommy gun.
So you can choose whether to use each one.
Yep, and I'm gonna put this one to discard, and I'm gonna shuffle these. I don't think they were shuffled. Cause see, 2 are the same.
All right, we'll shuffle them up.
There's new deck. Okay, so it is back to me. So I'm gonna move into a new room.
A new room.
So I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. And then
We have to start finding some of these artifacts.
Yes.
Just have to explore more rooms.
Yeah, that's the thing about searching. Even though you can get negative effects, it's one of the only few ways that you're going to be able to get them. And then I'm going to explore. I'll explore up. So let's shift this. So that way, for camera purposes, I will go this direction.
Okay, here you go.
So. Whoa! Catacomb of the Crusades. I have to connect it this way. They always have to connect by comment track.
Yep.
So another scenario trigger, which means I'm gonna have to pass the Curse of the Tomb. Also for exploring, I get +1 strength.
Okay.
So,
in that area, right?
In that area, I believe. I believe that's a little bit. I'm not too sure about that one. Okay. So, no, +1 is, that would be 2 success. I'd have to succeed.
Well, for now, just try to pass the curse. I'll see.
Okay, so I have to do a mythos check. My mythos is 5.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I only need to pass once. So I have a really good chance. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Moved out the way.
So automatically right here.
Exploration effect. This effect triggers immediately upon exploring the room and never will trigger again. So as soon as you enter that room, you get +1 strength.
Okay, and then you get +1 movement. So you add it to your. So this is where these things come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So that's actually good for me because my strength is. Oh, my strength's all right. So here's +1. You look for your +1 movement token.
Okay.
So those little tokens like these, they're these tiny little tokens that have plus symbols on them. You put them on top of your stats. So now I have a strength of 5. And once, I think once they've been used,
Once they've been used, that's that.
that's it. So I pass with flying colors.
Okay.
So nothing happens to me. So
Okay.
that just ends my turn. So we're still in the beginning of the game, so we haven't gone through our first tomb phase, so not much is happening right now. So we're just really exploring, and then once the tomb phase happens,
That's when things go bad.
yeah. So it doesn't seem like much is happening, but we haven't even reached our first tomb phase. So Dad,
Is it me or is it Justin?
is
It's
Dad.
your turn.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to move out of that pitfall. And I'm going to move here. So what's going to happen is we're going to turn this over and
Make a
that's
giant hallway.
awesome.
What in the world, Dad?
Oh, that's really bad.
That's bad.
So we need 3 trap
Ceiling
symbols.
spike trap.
That's just getting everything bad.
Yeah, I mean, if it can go bad with me, it'll go bad.
So you need to succeed a knowledge test. If you fail a knowledge test, you get -5 courage.
Okay,
But
so
you only need to get 1 success.
and I have 5 dice for my knowledge.
So you need a 5 or a 6.
Okay, so 5 or 6. I need 1 here. And 5.
That's enough.
That's barely enough because the rest were all
And
failures
critical failure too.
and a critical failure. So I passed.
So we remove one of these.
Now
So
we're not going in there.
yeah, now that yeah. So it's Justin's turn.
Alright, so I'll move.
Do you searched this room already?
Yep. I'll go
You can
1,
move and search in
2
here.
into the Mayan calendar, which is going to trigger an event because it's got 2.
So yeah, this is a double. So this is another triggered effect. This is the first time you trigger this,
Mhm.
you find the Staff of Ra. So we found our first artifact.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay, hold
So
on.
hold-
Let's see. I just want to catch up with this. Good to see Secrets of the Lost Tomb on the table. Backed it on Kickstarter with all the miniatures. We have all the miniatures. We wanted to see if we liked the game before I paint them up and we give it a really good work through, which I am finishing up painting. Very novice. New to the community and part of your patron. Well, thank you, sir. You have no idea how much it means to have for us to have you a part of the patron. Christopher, hashtag Tommy Gun. Eyeball Rob, you should play Flames of War. If you saw my vlog this morning, you'll know that Justin and I are working on a very big Flames of War project. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. Hey, look, it's the game designed of Secret of the Lost Tomb. Hey, it's the game designed of Secret of the Lost Tomb. Hey, oh, Christopher. Oh, this is the guy that actually designed this game.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. Hi. Did I
Wow.
explain it okay?
Yeah, she went into the explanation. This is a game that I wanted to really
So maybe you
get
can,
down doing
verify anything that we're not sure about.
I wanted to do a live playthrough with the kids, and then Janice and I are going to do the review for the Dice Tower. And if you know, right now we like it a lot. I know Janice was hyped up about this, but I believe that we're going to try to paint up the miniatures, and we are going to go through some of the expansions. We just got to try to find expansion part 1, and I think we're going to work our way through this. So
Just even from the basic book, there's so much you can do already. These campaigns, there's a lot.
right.
So this is just the first campaign.
Yes.
So you can continue on with your character.
We saw this at Gen Con. Well, I saw it at Gen Con, and wow, I mean, just I was really, really, really impressed with it. So we're hoping to get our hands on the rest of the expansions and stuff like that, and really give this a full work through. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Go ahead. Whose turn is it?
It's Janice's turn.
So what are you
And
trying
the
to say?
best part
It's
is,
fine,
if
don't worry
we
about it.
screw anything up, at least he can help us with it.
True.
Okay.
Go ahead, Janice.
Okay. So I'm going to stay. Do I want to search? No, I'm not going to search just yet. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to go downstairs.
You're gonna go downstairs?
Yes.
Okay. So how are you gonna get there?
I'm going to. Oh, maybe I don't have enough movement.
Movement is 4.
Never mind. I'm not going anywhere.
No, you've got enough movement.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You would just land there.
I would just land there. I wouldn't be able to go down. I'd have to go one more.
But you'll be ready to go. So should we follow you down? Since we have the staff of Ra, you have the staff of Ra.
Yeah, we might as well, because we're probably more likely to find the other triggers. Because the higher the triggers, you're probably going to be in the higher level ones.
Okay, so go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So I flip over.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to do that turn.
So Dad.
All right. I can come out of it. No, I can't come out of it through there because that's a wall right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you have to go this way or this way.
I'm
So-
immune to pitfalls.
Yep.
What's your movement?
My movement is 4.
You might as well just go this way. 1,
No,
2,
your
3.
movement is 6.
You could search.
Oh, my movement is 6.
You could go past me.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can go down.
Why? Is there something?
No, you could just go 1, 2.
Well,
Oh,
I
it
just
doesn't
want to
matter,
make
you
sure I'm
still
not
have to
breaking
stop,
a rule there.
regardless of how much movement.
Michael
Oh, even though
Buchanan,
he's
how are you,
immune
my
to it?
friend? Good to see you.
No, I'm saying that he's not going to use all 6 regardless of which way he goes.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you're gonna go down to level 2.
Yep.
So this is gonna.
Just
Oh,
be
there's a little
separate, yeah.
space.
All right. So what we're gonna do is
Oh.
we're gonna push this up.
Wow, if this is like in a way is
Oh,
a
come
really
on.
lucky draw, but
No, it's good. It's good.
it's good because I think we're gonna find another artifact.
So Dad goes there.
So you're in the
Let's put it.
antechamber of Anubis, and it's scenario trigger 3.
I'm
The
gonna try
first time
backwards.
you find this, oh, it's the Staff of Ra.
It's not the first time though.
So it's not the first time because it's either 2 trigger or 3
Yeah, this
trigger.
is the second time.
So second time you find the Ruby Scarab. So we're actually like could beat this game before we even make it to the Doom phase with that lucky draw.
The upkeep on that is 2 HP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to give it health.
Well, we better
Or
find.
plus 2 health. Does it heal you on the upkeep?
It's +2 just
Plus 2, so it would
Okay.
heal you.
All
it
right.
heals you,
Okay.
but you have to roll for it.
Okay.
When you trigger something. Oh, hold on. Rewind. Every time we find an artifact for the first time or the second time something happens. So we're gonna have to rewind here a little bit.
That's fine.
So we found. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay. That's all
Because
right.
it says when you trigger something, follow these numbers to read the matching section in the detailed rules to find out what happens. So we found the Staff of Ra.
Okay.
So Justin found it.
Mhm.
So in the center of this room is a strange platform, and on it sit 3 huge sarcophagi shaped in the likeness of the great
Sarcophagus.
sun. Sarcophagus.
That's okay.
Oh, well, it's plural. Shaped in the likeness of the great sun king Ra. On the centermost sarcophagus, Ra's hands are crossed over his chest, holding the legendary Staff of Ra. This is what you've been searching for. What luck. So technically you may not get it. Pulling with all your might, you yank the staff from the once pristine coffin. As soon as you remove it, the lids of the coffins float up into the air, releasing plumes of horrid fumes, and then smash to the floor. Out of these coffins emerge 3 huge reanimated mummies. This can't be happening. The legends are true. Or spawn creatures. So place 3 keepers of the tomb in this room. When you defeat all 3, you gain the Staff of Ra.
Okay, so all I gotta do is fight those 3.
Yeah, so you don't
Right now.
technically have the Staff of Ra just yet.
Okay.
So this is up for grabs.
Okay.
So Justin, we had to backtrack a little bit because I skipped the
Story.
story.
Now
where I
hold
skipped-
on. I'm immediately gonna get -6 to my courage.
Yep.
Yep. Well, yeah, because you're gonna attack it first.
So we'll go one at a time. So the first one, I get -2 courage.
Now check your don't forget that you have whatchamacallit, you have followers with you too.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
So I'm at 0 courage now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna fight a keeper of the tomb.
Okay.
Now here's the thing, I'm gonna beat these guys down pretty easily.
Well, that's what
So
you need
I'm
to
gonna
do.
use my machetes.
Okay.
So I get 4 dice. My strength is 3, so I get 3 more dice. That puts me up to
Yeah,
7.
but remember the other day, Dad was rolling all zeros,
Now
so.
here's the thing. When using a machete, all creatures get -2 melee against you.
Okay.
So their melee rating is just 1.
Right.
So I'm
So
gonna
you-
attack this first one.
So you're just lucky with the creatures that you get.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
So he's gonna take 3 damage.
All right.
So he's got 2 health left.
Okay.
Let me get the
So I'm
one.
gonna attack again.
The same one?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 successes.
So
So
he's
that's
dead.
gonna eliminate that one, and I'm gonna get three soul shards from that.
Yes.
Now the next one,
I'll keep track of
I
those
have to
soul
lose 2 courage, so I'm down to -2 courage.
Okay.
Nothing happens just yet.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack.
Hold on. Where's your guy? Okay, I just want to make sure because you get an effect. So.
I have 1, 2, 3 successes, so he's down to 2 life,
Right.
and then I have 1, 2 successes,
Which is enough to kill
so
him.
that'll take him down. And so now I have $6 coming to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna face the third keeper of the tomb. I get -2 courage.
Right.
So now I'm at -4. It's gonna reduce my my movement a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna fight this guy. I have 1, 2 successes. That's still good enough because his combat rating is only 1.
Right.
So he's gonna take 2 wounds. So he has 3 wounds left.
You gotta get 3 more.
So
successes.
you gotta get this here.
Well, I can just keep going. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Oh, that's a good one.
So he's gone.
So you get 8 soul shards for that.
9 soul shards. 3,
9.
3, 3.
I can count.
All right. So now we're back on track.
And I do have this now.
Yes.
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 Sorry about that, guys.
No,
Okay.
it's
So now
Fast forwarding.
fast forward to the proper thing, which is my story, to see if I get the ruby scarab.
right.
So it probably is going to be a little bit harder. You feel an intense power here. It must be the next potent talisman. After searching for a while, you notice a dull red glow emanating from a gem embedded in a huge statue of Kepri, god of scarabs. It's the ruby scarab. As you pry it from the statue, the stone springs to life and swarms of scarabs burst from the hole previously covered by the gem.
Of course.
Place 2 carnivorous scarabs and their
You're not
swarm tokens. So these are swarm tokens, guys.
Okay.
In this room,
There's
when you
one.
defeat them all, gain the ruby scarab. I don't know what happens with the
Should
swarm
be in the
token.
pile.
Uh,
Oh, there was only one in the pile?
yeah, there's only one in the.
So something happened.
Where are the monsters chains? Here?
No.
No,
hold
these
on.
are the ones we pulled aside.
Yep, there's supposed to be 2. We can just have you face the one twice.
Yeah, but where's the other things that we have? Okay, we're
That-
not gonna worry about it.
Well,
Oh, here it is. Psh,
Oh, you got it?
duh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put these over here with him. Okay, so these guys have a defense value of
So
1.
their combat is 6 because X, their combat is an X, and it says with swarm X equals 6.
So I got to get rid of these guys before it's too late.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's what those swarm tokens
So
mean.
with strength 4, and +1 bite from the bullwhip, maybe I can whip them off me, right?
No.
No.
If their combat rating is 6, you're gonna need 6 successes.
So how many times do I get to hit him?
You would get 4 dice for the strength and 1 dice for the bullwhip would put you up to 5 dice.
Okay.
It's
So you may have to
impossible.
use an audacity.
Your dexterity is 6, and if you used your revolver, you would get +2 dice.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what else I have here. The means I would have to get 6 on.
Well, hold on.
+1 to all story checks.
It's not a story check though.
No, it's a battle.
Your companion there gives you +1 dice in all combat.
Okay, so that gives us 5. If I use the bullwhip, that's 6. Hold on.
Is this not a story check? It's one of the artifacts for the story.
Yeah, but a story check would be like the Curse of Ra.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I would
okay.
have to do a check. Yeah. Done that. Receive. Boy.
Take it.
Doing a Kickstarter. I'm just making sure that we didn't miss anything that anybody was talking about. They're talking amongst themselves, which is good. Level 1, Central America. Ha ha ha. Yeah, Kickstarter is crazy, but helps companies listening while traveling. Hey Doug, how you doing? Since Tomb has a lot of. Okay, that's okay. They're talking amongst themselves, which is fine. So let me see what I can do here. So take the +2, so that's 7 dice. There's nothing else I can really do here.
You're gonna die. No, for real.
I know I'm gonna die. Well,
Okay. Now you have the fast draw revolver.
Remember, he can use an audacity to decrease his successes.
Hold on. You have a dexterity of 6. So if you're doing dexterity combat, you get 6 dice.
Yep.
+1 from your follower is 7.
Yep.
+2 from the fast draw revolver,
Is
8, 9.
9.
+1 to your dexterity, 10.
And
So
remember,
you would
your
get 10.
followers can take damage for you too.
Yeah, but the problem is they're going to continue fighting until somebody dies.
Okay, but he can take followers until one of them dies.
So
It's better than him
Yeah,
dying.
I just need to smack these
so
guys.
first things first, you're going to lose 2 courage
Okay.
when you engage one of these guys.
So just go up.
So you go down to +2.
+2.
Yep, and you get no bonuses at that level?
No.
No.
Okay.
At least his health is 20, which is better.
So that's 10 dice.
But you need 6 successes.
Well, it's what it is.
Well,
what
if
it
I
is,
use an
Justin.
audacity to round it down to 4s.
That would mean you would need 4s to succeed. So you need to succeed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dice.
So I lowered my audacity down to 5.
What are your special abilities do?
Remove a special ability token and reveal the top 5 rooms, and that's not going to help us. When you receive an attribute bonus token, discard 1 special ability token, and you may add an additional bonus to any other attributes. That's not going to help us.
Let me just check one thing real quick, super quick. Swarm creature, page 21. Swarm creatures move and fight in packs or groups, like zombie hordes and packs of wolves. Swarm creatures have Swarm X in their special ability box. When a swarm creature spawns, place X swarm tokens near the creature card. So you have 6 tokens. These tokens move with the card. The combat rating of a swarm creature equals its current number of swarm tokens. When a swarm creature takes damage equal to or greater than its health, remove 1 swarm token and all health tokens. Any damage in excess. Okay. Put 6. You're going to be all right, but you might take a little bit of damage here.
That's
so
okay.
put 6 swarm tokens on the thing. I'll show you how this works.
Per thing?
Just on 1 for now, because he's just fighting this one first. Okay, so do you want to use? You can at this point you can use the bullwhip. Do you want to use the revolver or the bullwhip?
Let's use the bullwhip.
Don't.
Okay.
Then you didn't change your audacity, right?
Not yet. Okay.
Okay. So you have a strength of 4.
Yep.
Your companion gives you +1, so 5.
Yep.
You get +1 from the bullwhip.
Yep.
So 6. Do you get any other bonuses?
No.
Okay, so roll 6 dice.
So I was about to say that seems like
You
way
want to
too
get
hard.
you want to get like 3 successes if possible.
1, 2.
Those are critical successes, though. Those.
Okay.
So what do critical successes
Hold
count
on.
for?
Hold on, she'll figure it out.
So you got 2 successes.
Yep.
So here's the thing. The Scarabs have an armor of 1.
Yep.
Okay? They have a health of 2.
Okay.
So you do 1 damage to
Okay.
1 Scarab.
Okay.
These are all scarabs.
Okay.
You did 1 damage to 1 scarab.
Okay.
So put a little thing, a wound next to one of the scarabs. You have a wound tokens? Okay.
So I only hurt one? I
Yeah,
thought
you
it killed one.
No, they have 2 health each. You only did 1 damage to one.
Man, this is brutal.
2 health each.
Each scarab has 2 HP.
Yeah, so I did 2 successes.
They have 1 armor and 2 HP.
What about criticals?
What would be the point of a critical success? That's the only thing I didn't
Let's see.
understand. I mean, it kind of makes sense it'd be hard because it's already the second artifact. But still, this is the first. This is the first campaign.
Right.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Count your successes, but not critical successes. This is your base damage. So your base damage is none.
Okay.
Okay. Finally, add your critical successes to get your final damage. Okay, so those go through the armor.
Okay.
Okay,
So now
you
one's
do
dead.
2 damage. So that kills 1 scarab. Okay?
Okay.
Now, here's the bad part. His combat strength is X.
Okay.
So,
His
currently
combat
it's
strength is currently 5.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled 2 successes
Mm-hmm.
against his 5 strength,
Yep.
so you're going to take 3 damage.
Okay. Now, prevent all damage during this combat check.
If you discard that permanently. Or you can just have +1 armor. So you would take 2 wounds instead of 3.
Let's take 2 wounds.
Okay, so you take
And
2 wounds.
It's okay because if you win, you can
Yep.
get health back.
But here's the thing, his strength is now 5. As you kill these things, he gets weaker.
Okay.
Okay? So it's a new combat. Go
But
ahead.
he has to do this twice.
He has to do this infinitely until they're gone.
So
I'm
he's gonna be
gonna-
here for a while.
I'm gonna kill them.
No,
Don't worry about it. No, this will go quickly.
It'll go quickly now. So you have how many successes here? 3 critical
3
successes.
critical successes.
Okay. So you kill one,
Yeah.
and you do 1 damage to the next one.
Okay.
His strength is 4. You had 3 successes. You're going to take 1 damage. Your leather jacket will block that.
Okay.
So you take no damage.
No damage?
Because you
No.
have a leather jacket, which gives you
Yep.
1 armor.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead. Go again.
This is not even the tomb
Quick
phase.
crossover.
We haven't even gotten to the tomb phase yet.
6, 5, 5.
Okay. 2 points of regular damage.
Right?
Their armor's going to soak up 1. That's still enough to kill 1.
Okay.
Okay.
And then do damage to
Then you're going to
another.
do 1 damage to this one. 3 attack, 3 successes. Nothing happens. Go again.
Wow. 1, 2, 3. 1 regular and 2 critical.
The regular is blocked. You do 2 damage.
You kill and then damage the
Okay,
next
go
one.
again.
6,
That's
6.
a kill.
Yep.
And then damage to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and then just roll again.
Hopefully I can kill this guy.
And then you have to do it again. Oh, that's a bad one.
Wow.
You rolled no successes. He does 1 damage to you. You have 1 point of armor. You're fine. It
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay, if it was 6 swarms, you'd be in trouble.
God.
At this point, I don't think he can harm you. That's 1 damage, so
Yep.
he's dead.
Okay.
So you're gonna get $6 because they're worth $1 each.
Okay.
Now you have to face the next one.
With all 6.
You immediately lose 2 courage.
Okay. So now I'm at even
It's
courage.
soul shards, not dollars. What era are you in?
I gotta crack that whip. The only good bug is a dead bug, Oddball says.
Here, you get some soul shards.
Okay.
So
Thank
this is where it's tough, is in the beginning.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll. He has a combat rating of 6.
This is where I need a bunch of 6s.
1.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's gonna break his armor though, because it's a critical success. So he does
gets
1
1
damage. However, you rolled 1. You might want to re-roll here. Maybe, maybe not.
For
You
the
rolled 1
audacity.
success. You have 1 success. His combat rating is 6. He's
Mhm.
gonna do 5 damage to you.
Yep.
You have an armor of 1. He's gonna do 4 damage to you. You can re-roll, but you have to spend audacity, or you can take the 4 damage.
Let's take the 4 damage here.
Well, you may want to save that
Okay,
or
no, that's fine.
roll.
No, because hopefully I can get at the upkeep.
Yep.
The.
Okay, so he did 1 damage to 1 Scarab. Do you have a damage marker?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you did
Okay, so hold it. Let me get these out of here.
3 successes.
Yep.
One's critical.
1 does a damage.
Yep.
So this guy's dead. Then you have a critical. That'll go on to this guy.
Yep.
You have 3 successes. His combat rating's 5.
Yep.
You take 2 damage. You block 1, so you're taking 1 damage.
All right.
Okay.
Man, this is a battle of battles.
Well, it's part of the story.
All right,
so.
5/5
You do 1 damage.
kills one.
Kills him. You're going to take 1 damage.
All right.
Because 4, the difference is 2. You're
Yeah,
1 armor.
I'm just getting beat on here.
6, 6. That's 2 criticals. That removes 1.
Yep.
You take 1 damage, but your armor will beat it.
Okay.
You don't take any.
Yep. You have
Nothing.
1 success, which won't do damage.
Yep.
Your armor will absorb 1, but you take 1 point of damage.
Oh man.
You don't want to spend. You already had half your
It's
HP.
alright. At this point, there's no point in spending a reroll to block 1 damage.
Yeah.
You should use it to block 4.
Because there's more bats. Okay,
There,
hold on.
That's pretty good. Okay, so you have
That's more
2
like it.
criticals.
2 criticals. It takes 1 right off.
Right.
And then your 2 regular successes, that'll do 1 damage.
Okay.
And
So
they don't hurt you back.
Yep.
At this point, they won't really hurt you back. That's 1
5/5.
point of damage.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
And then finally, I should
At
be
this
able
point,
to.
he can't hurt you.
5.
Nothing happens, but you just continue to roll.
All right.
Nothing happens, but you just continue to roll.
5.
He hit you for 1 damage, but you don't
Yeah,
take damage.
I keep absorbing it. 5,
And
6.
6.
That's
That'll,
1 point of damage.
you have to do it one more time.
Oh my god, I'm horrible. 5,
He's
5. Okay,
Okay.
we got him.
Okay, so you get a total of $12.
So
Okay.
give me
Soul shards.
those back, and I'll give you a 10 and 2.
Man, that was bad.
That was hard. But that's the artifact. That's part of the campaign, so it's gonna be harder than just regular
But at least
fights. Put all these back so we can keep
at the upkeep, I'll be able to
That one.
heal back some of this stuff.
So upkeep happens.
So I can search this room too at some point.
At your next turn, yeah. Well, your next action.
Okay, let's see. Those
Upkeep
scarabs
happens
were
during
not
the 2
prepared. Hi Rob, do you think you can link the
have been
pictures
spawned,
and
you do your
video I did for you, maybe? The pictures and video that you did for me. Yeah, I'll be able to link them as soon as I get them. I don't think I've gotten them yet. Those scarabs were not prepared. Cracking that whip. Ball says, with the way the game is going, the next
Finally,
room
your
is going
turn,
to have a
it's not
giant boulder and squish me.
It's not even the 2 things. Can you believe that?
Hi
It's just the
Rob,
way
did
we do it.
you link the pictures in the video I made? Not yet, Alan. Like I said, I barely had a
You can
chance
use
to
these
check
dance
my
monsters
email.
if you're gonna be around for a while.
Those scares were not prepared. Did he lose courage twice? Yes, I did.
Yes.
I'm just making sure we got everything. Wait a minute, how big are those scarabs? It's not the size of the scarab, it's the crack of the whip. Back, I say. Thanks, Rob, for the Europe-friendly showtime. I really enjoy the videos. Thank you so much. Scarab Tank Rob. Yeah. Okay, so now we're all caught up with comments.
And that was just Dad's one action.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
just one action.
What do you get for your
How
stuff
many
to
actions?
draw?
Okay, so that was action number 4. So you're on action number 4, Just.
Yes, okay, so it's my turn. I'm going to use my action to rest and gain 2 courage. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, I'm looking.
Now, if I rest, do I get 2 courage?
You can heal 2 HP.
Yep.
You can heal 2 courage, or you can heal 1 of each.
Okay.
But it costs your whole action.
Remember, here's your referencing because you
Yeah,
can
that's all right.
trade,
I'll just ask you, and
deal
you
with
just
the
keep it over there,
soulmonger,
because the 2 of you are over there. So go ahead.
steal. You can steal.
Well, we always want to steal.
I don't know if that's from another player. Okay. Upkeep's gonna happen during the tomb phase after monster spawns, so I'll let you
Okay,
know when that
yep.
happens. So it's my turn. I'm on my 5th action. I am going to move into this room where Dad's at, and I'm going to search the room.
That's 2 actions.
Oh, I'm not going to do that.
I'm gonna just move this
I'm
in
just
a
gonna
little
sit
bit.
there.
Okay.
So, Dad, it's back to you already.
Um,
You should search the room, since you haven't searched at all yet.
I'm gonna search the room.
Okay, so you roll 1 dice.
Yep.
And you turn your pyramid from green to yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I got it. Roll 1 dice. Basically, you want a 4, 5, or 6.
4.
You
You
get,
get 1 treasure.
All right.
Woo! What do you got?
Throwing knives. Dexterity one-handed. After you use this item 4 times, discard. Oh, and it's got a little nice, and it has a little countdown. So how you turn it, how you tap it.
Oh.
Oh, that's really
can't
cool.
say tap.
Okay. So it's my turn.
Scarab Panzer. Yeah, you want to come down, right?
I'm going to rest and recover 2 courage.
You're not gonna come down?
You can only recover courage to what your limit is unless you've gained courage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're not like resting and thinking you're gaining courage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then the next thing that I'm going to do.
It's my turn.
Oh, it's your turn. I'm sorry.
It's my last action.
Go ahead. Make it count.
I'm gonna explore instead of searching.
Okay.
I'm gonna move on to the right for camera purposes.
Okay, so
Need
this
a
is a
level 2.
level 1. Here's a level, level 2 or 3 only. There you go. Ooh, what's that? Cave of Wonders.
Adventure. So we get an adventure card. So usually something positive happens during an adventure. And there's the possibility of doing this, which is a special search. So the special search is you will get we will have to pull this out.
Was that Aladdin's lamp search?
Yes, we got this one earlier. So this automatically happens, and then this
We have to roll or something?
yeah.
Okay. So do the
You have to choose to do it. You can choose to. I don't know if that counts as an action though.
Hope you enjoy my video,
Oh,
mate. I
maybe
maybe when you
promise
search, because
I would set up the Cowboys in
Yeah, but you
town
can
and
search
show
twice in that
things
one.
I
You
have
can
been
go down
doing.
and
Yeah,
search.
we'll definitely get it up on the site too. I just got to be able to get it down.
This. Hold on.
Can't say tap.
Oh.
You would have to go. No, you would have to go like this. And actually, that is.
We can do it this way too, so for camera purposes.
But that's the end of level 2.
Oh, if something happens, I forget if the wall builds, there's something happens, you can't be blocked. I know that. He said if the wall, if you like go into a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
That's the scenario book. Here you go.
Hold on. It doesn't end.
Right.
I just forget what happens. Spawn creatures, move creatures, upkeep to effect. Example, adventure phase, adventure. While Justin looks for that,
Okay.
I pulled out Aladdin's lamp search, so this is a special search. So I'd have to, if I wanted to do that, I'd have to follow what's on that card in order, and I can obtain something or lose something.
If you would ever close off the tomb entirely, meaning there would be no doors for new rooms to be attached, you must discard that tile. And then continue to draw tiles until you find one that does not close the level.
So I don't get lucky.
Nope, you do not.
I don't even get an adventure.
Here you go, Jess.
Well, that sucks.
All right, we'll turn over another one, which level 2 right there.
Davy Jones' locker.
All kinds of monsters.
And it's a monster. So sorry guys, keep putting it the wrong way. So for exploring the room, I get +1 to. Oh, I get +1 soul shards, and I get the targeted card. So I need a soul shard and then targeted. Targeted, you always count as having the most soul shards when calculating targets for creatures.
So they come for you, I think.
Targets.
Yep.
Oh no, that's not good.
Well, you get $1.
I get $1, and now I'm like a walking advertisement for monsters. Oh man, I thought it was a good thing. I got some money though. Well, oh, and a misadventure happens on top of it. Oh, this is terrible.
right back really quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine.
So this is a misadventure on top of it?
Yes. Is this the one I just drew?
I am looking to see if somebody is here.
Oh man. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
Read it out.
So, something shimmers past your field of vision.
Mm-hmm.
A sword, a flying sword, shouts in a strange language and flies straight at you. I have to pass a strength test.
Okay.
So I get 4 strength dice.
Okay.
Oh, I get 5. Well, I don't want to use it because I only need 1.
So you got to be careful because you're stuck in that room. So I better come in and help you on the next turn. Because
Oh, because my actions
it's going to be a monster phase
and
too.
we get an extra die if we're together. I succeed.
Okay.
I get a 5, a 6, and a 5. So, since I succeed, it's still some. This is a misadventure, so bad things happen even if you succeed sometimes. You fight the sword, parrying with any objects you find lying around. After a few cuts, it slices across your chest, breaking the strap on your satchel, which falls to the ground with a crash. The sword flies away. I lose a treasure.
Uh-oh.
It's even worse, though, if I were to have failed. So I'd rather lose a treasure. So I'm going to discard my Bowie knife because uh this 45 caliber pistol is better than my Bowie knife. Yeah. Pass any one story check. Oh shoot. Maybe no, because I'd rather have a strength weapon. I'm gonna discard the pistol.
Okay.
So
Thank
because
you.
then it gives me 1 strength.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then this gets discarded.
All right.
And Dad, it's your last action.
All right. So all I'm going to do is just move into the same room with you and use my last action and come in here. I don't have to go through
No,
that test.
it's all been done.
Yeah.
Once everything that happens in the room happens once.
Because
Unless
it's
like
a red room, then monster spawn. So we
Yeah.
want to be prepared for that.
So, and then Justin needs to do his last.
In the meantime, I will catch up with all these comments here. Ouch, bad luck, brother. Okay, hold on. We call a faucet attack. Ah, okay. Okay, hi folks. Hello, Spiral Mind. Good to see ya. Oddball said stabby stabby. Alan, supposed to play this game today. My mate backed it for everything, but hasn't finished his minis, so we played Fortune of Glory instead. LOL. How come Rob has no miniatures with this game? Well, that's very simple. We were deciding whether or not that we liked the game, and then we were going to get the miniatures and paint them all.
Have to lose a treasure. That's how misadventures work. It's worse and even worse.
Gotcha.
So
Brahmas, I often make the mistake of saying things like, we shall play as soon as am I done playing it. Shadows over Camelot is still unplayed. I have been painting it forever. Nah, usually I'll make it a focal point, and that's the good thing, is if we really like something, I'll start it on Monday, have it done by Thursday, and then we're playing it on Saturdays. So that's the way, and usually I use those times to put it up live so you guys can see it. All right,
Yes.
it's your last go.
Before the tomb phase.
You already did your last
Yep.
action?
Yes, I
He
did.
moved in because monsters are going to spawn, so.
So I'm going to try to help.
Monsters don't automatically attack you when they spawn.
No.
Because you get to upkeep first.
But we want to make sure that we smack them in the.
Alright, so I'm going to search my room.
You're going to search your room?
Yep.
Okay, roll a die.
Yellow.
4.
4.
Oh, wow, you just barely got that, kid.
On the yellow is a compass.
So you get an adventure card.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
So.
Read it out loud.
Adventure is a good thing, usually.
Adventure. A disquieting feeling washes over you as you hear the faint sounds of crying. You hold your breath and listen carefully, trying to find where it's coming from. I have to do a knowledge check, and my knowledge is only 1.
Uh-oh.
But no, I guess I don't get any bonuses. Alright. 4, no good.
Oh, boy. So much for this
Nothing
game.
happens.
Yeah, adventures usually are for positive things.
You cover your ears until the sound dies off.
All right.
So, but you could have gained something.
Yeah, I could have gotten +1 audacity.
So.
All right.
All right. So now it is the tomb phase. The expedition leader must draw a tomb card.
That's you.
We'll do it. Because I'm feeling, I don't know. No place to hide. Tomb effect. Everyone cannot use mythos weapons this tomb phase.
Ooh.
2. So we're going to have one level 1 monster.
Okay.
On level 1.
Okay.
No, sorry. One level 2 monster on level 1. So one of these guys.
One elite creature. Yep.
That's what it is.
Okay,
I'm
so
trying to figure out the
I'm
term.
gonna put that. Where does it spawn?
He's going to spawn in a red room in level 1.
Okay,
so you
we
get
have
to
3
choose.
red rooms.
So furthest from
Put
Justin.
him in the trap room. Yep.
Yep. Okay, put them over there.
This is a unnameable lit. Ooh, that's
Ooh,
ugly.
Yeah, let's stay away from
And
that.
then we have one regular monster in level 2, which will
Okay.
go. So that's not too bad,
Okay.
considering it could be
So
worse.
and it's gonna pop right here.
What
It's a
is-
deep one.
A deep one. It's literally called a deep one.
It is a deep one.
It lurks the dark waters. Beware the rising tide. It's like a water monster.
All right.
Okay, so 2 move creatures. So
Okay, so the movement on that one that you just spawned is 3. So
Okay.
he's gonna come right into the room with me.
1, 2, 3.
let's put him on a stand. Let's give him some life.
All right. Why don't you give me a
Might
stand
wanna
just? Oh.
Move the thing.
Yeah, I'll back the camera up so you can see.
Oh, sorry guys,
We're-
because we shifted because we were.
You should have just came with us, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's bring this down a little bit so
You
everybody
should
can
catch
see
up
what's
because
going
we
on.
did the last artifact and you all the way down there.
It's all right.
Okay,
It's still only the
this
first
guy is not going to move obviously because he's going to be where we are.
Right.
one. Mhm.
So next is creature combat. So
All right. So who wants to go first?
me and Dad are relatively strong.
Well, and
Why-
you know he's gonna attack you because you have the most money.
Oh, he's going to target me.
Mhm.
Okay.
You have targeted, so you count as whoever has the most money. You have the most money.
How much money does she have?
It doesn't matter
1, but she has a card that says she always has the most money.
Okay, go ahead.
regardless.
Yep.
All right.
Target adventurer gains courage equal to successes rolled. So I can use that
Oh, you should have done that. It's too late now.
for what?
Once per round, you can do that free action.
Why it wasn't? Oh, yeah, because I could have gained a bunch of courage. It's too late now. Okay.
That's all right. Save it.
So his combat is 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have. If I use my Winchester rifle, which is dexterity 2-handed, it's +4 dice, and then my dexterity is 3.
So that's 7.
If successes are greater than or equal to the creature's combat, you may immediately perform 1 additional combat against the same creature. This ability triggers only once per combat. Upkeep. Roll a die on a 1 or 2 discard. So I could do that, or I could do the Bowie knife, which is +2. That only give me 6 dice. So in this scenario, I should probably do this.
Okay.
So if successes are greater than or equal to creature's combat, so I'd have to get 5 successes
On 7 dice.
on 7 dice in order for me to get the extra combat. That doesn't mean it's gonna not do damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, if we put him in the
5.
trap room, does
Oh.
the trap affect him? The monster?
No, because they spawn there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, technically I would have
You
gotten
come
plus
across a
4.
hall of floor and with no apparent bottom. An intelligence roll with a result above a 1 will save you. I think they're talking about something else. Oh, Justin's knowledge is 1.
So +1 shield, the singing Shmetar. You may use this card for combat checks. Roll 5 dice, ignores armor. Only this takes damage from this combat. This also has +1 armor. So what does that mean?
You can use him to fight instead of your character,
But I'd only
but
get
he
5.
only gets 5 dice.
So in this,
Yeah, so in this case, just roll the things that you need to roll there.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
No
by the way,
offense, Dad, but I hope I don't roll like you.
yeah, I hope not.
Yep, it goes up 1.
It goes up to
That
1
was only
anyways.
1 round.
Yep.
So.
5, 6,
So 6,
5.
5,
Okay.
and 6.
How much armor does he have? He has 1 armor.
He has 1 armor.
So here's the thing. You do 2. You have 2 6s and 1 5.
Oh, you
Yeah.
forgot you got 1. Did you give yourself 1 die because I was in the room with you?
Oh, he's in the room
So
with
roll
me.
1 extra.
Roll 1 extra.
Okay.
No.
So you have 1 5.
Mhm.
That does 1 damage to it, but it has 1 armor, so it does nothing to it.
Okay.
You have 2 6s. Those are critical successes, so you do 2 wounds to it, but unfortunately it has 3 health.
Okay. But she gets another.
Now, it has a combat value of 5.
Right.
You have 3 successes, so you're going to take 2 wounds.
Okay.
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 So now, would Dad go?
No.
Oh, don't I lose courage too?
You immediately lose that courage. So you immediately lose 3 courage.
It's all right. You gain it back.
Hopefully.
Don't be scared.
I'm scared. So,
Okay.
can I give him my damage?
No.
I'd have to declare if I was going to use him to give him my damage, right?
Right.
Okay, so now I just have to fight again.
Yep.
Correct.
So.
All right. 5, 6, 6.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's.
Okay, yeah. You rolled well over. He's gone. There's 6 successes there.
So he's worth how much?
$2.
$2.
Which for me is 4. I get double
Yes.
because of this card, the
Okay.
Soul of Santorini. So I'm gonna just take
All right.
a 5.
So he's
Hold
dead.
on.
Okay.
All right, Just.
Okay.
It's on you now.
So I lose 3 courage immediately. So I'm down to -3.
Which is all right.
Okay, so now I'm going to fight this guy.
Okay.
He has a combat rating of 5, but because I'm using machetes, his combat rating is only 3. 5, 6, 7. I get 7 dice.
Okay. And
3 critical, 4 critical successes.
This guy's gonna
okay.
die.
So he's going to take 4 wounds.
Okay.
I do not take any wounds in return because his
Okay.
combat value is only 3.
So he has how much health left?
He has 3 left.
Okay.
So I attack again. 1, 2, 3 successes. So that'll deal 3 wounds to him
Okay.
because I equaled his combat value of 3,
Yeah.
and he's dead.
Okay. And you get
4 soul crystals.
Now he has the thing jinxed.
Let me see.
I think that's if it's. Do you automatically get that?
Let's find out what jinx does.
Because that's what I was confused about. Because look, this one had slow. I don't know if you automatically get it.
I think maybe if he hit you.
Or if it dealt it during the scenario, maybe.
Possibly.
So Justin gets how much soul shards for that at least?
Special text, special abilities, rules, and ongoing abilities. So he has that special rule, jinxed.
So what happens? Oh, that means, maybe that would have affected how you fought him. That could have changed all the combat.
Could be.
Jinxed is this. And you're going to find him in here. What
Okay.
jinxed is.
So he has jinxed.
So where is he? Where'd you just put
It's
him?
right here.
Okay. Well, that could have affected when you guys were doing the staff. I mean, this is our first time playing, so it's not.
There's already past it.
Well, from this point on, we won't worry about it.
Thought you did, Alicia.
It's an order. I didn't pass
Let me read some of the comments while you guys are finding that. Nice mythos mix, bringing some Cthulhu type stuff in.
Oh, here it is.
At least I think the deep ones are from that mythos.
Succeed on a roll of a 6. you want to redo that whole
No,
battle?
but he had a bunch of 6s.
You may not use Audacity.
But I didn't.
Roll a die and a 6 discard. So that's what happens.
Well,
So during slowed,
we just have to make sure that we see that going
Yeah,
forward. So
so-
let's just go for the sake of
during
going.
slowed,
Let's
your
just keep it going.
movement would have been affected, and you would have gotten -2 dexterity.
I wouldn't have done anything.
Well, we
Okay.
know this is our first time playing, so at least now we know what that means.
Okay. All
So-
right. So now, so that was their entire turn.
Yep.
Okay. So they are deed. Now
Now,
we refresh.
yeah, because spawn creatures, move creatures, creature combat. Oh, we did this
Okay, so now that's upkeep.
upkeep. This is if creatures were already out, you would spawn
Yep.
more creatures.
Okay, so for upkeep, here's what happens. If you have anything that says upkeep, you have to roll a dice for it now.
Okay.
So I'm rolling for my Tommy gun. That's a 1, I lose it.
Oh no.
That's no good.
The revolver. Do I roll?
I have to roll for
that
my
too?
Winchester
Anything
rifle.
that says upkeep, you gotta
All right.
roll.
Let me have that.
Not, I don't have to because I didn't use my one. Yes, I did use my Winchester rifle. I have to.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Only on things you use though.
6. I get to keep it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I have to
Woo.
do.
All right.
Okay. So it's a new phase
So you move the comet track.
Yep.
to +1.
Yep.
Oh, you can search. Everyone can search once. It looks like it or something.
We already searched that room though.
Rotate search token.
Rotate your
Oh,
search
we're
token
required
back to the
to
green.
search it.
Oh, we
No,
are.
you put it back to the green.
Okay.
That's what that means.
Yeah. So if you just try to sit someplace and search, it has a mechanism that's going to make you pay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't just sit there and slow the game completely down to nothingness.
Okay. So now it's a new phase.
Okay.
So we are back, and we have found 2 out of the 3 artifacts.
Okay.
So Justin needs to move and catch up because if we find the 3rd
I
artifact,
don't need to move. I'm not even that far from you guys. I'm 1 move away from you guys.
Okay.
that's true.
All right. So it's your go.
So I am going to move and
Alright.
explore because why not?
Why not?
So the only way I can move is this way,
Okay. This is level 1 or 3 only.
and the only way we get to go to
Level
level
3.
3 is if we find some stairs.
There you go.
So
Level 2.
island observatories.
But first, you can't put it like that.
Oh, sorry.
Second, that would close off the
Oh,
dungeon.
so we can't do that
So you
either.
don't get that. You will get this.
I keep getting all the like. Oh, this triggers a regular adventure.
You get +1
I
to
get
your
+1
knowledge.
to my knowledge. See, I wonder if you lose these once you use them.
No, you don't.
You don't. It's just permanent. So you gotta keep track. So my knowledge is 5 now.
You
and
get an adventure card.
get an adventure card. So, Library of Alexandria. So, twisting and turning through the halls of the tomb has made you exhausted. You find a basin in this room filled with some weird green water. You're thirsty, but something in the room calls to you. If you take a drink, read pass. Read pass? If you search, read fail. Oh.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Obviously, I want to take a drink.
Okay.
Feeling parched, you take a swig. Pass. The water tastes sweet. It quenches your thirst and clears your mind. You feel better and more enthusiastic about this mission. +3 courage. And +3 health and +3 courage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Does that make my health higher? Or it's just...
To your max.
So I'm back to my max. Yeah. So that's it. So that was good. And that's all
There
that
you go.
happens.
All right, Dad.
So that was a good one.
Get it. Spend your bullet.
Just spend my bullet.
Thanks for looking out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. So I'm going to go this way. So
Can't.
oh, that's
You have
right.
to go on the comet track. So you can only go that way.
Oh,
so you can
okay,
move
so I'm gonna
past
1.
me,
Yep.
and you can go into the next.
2.
Okay. That's a level 3.
That's a level 3.
This
Level
is 2
2.
or 3. Yep.
All right. Oh wow, That might be it.
Now the symbol is the 3 pyramids, so
Yep.
that's
So
going to be
the third. So
Oh boy.
you find the Cal of Anubis. So
Oh,
that,
now during upkeep, I was supposed to get +2 health, right?
yes.
yes. Whew. So the third potent talisman, the Cal of Anubis. You find yourself deep within the tomb in a place filled with a strange energy. It's like spirits from beyond are calling from their places among the dead. 2 huge, intimidating Sphinx statues, which are going to be those guys. And we're going to have to join you to help you.
Yeah.
Statues flank an even darker statue of Anubis, the god of death, forever watching over the golden sarcophagi here. You quickly translate the runes on the wall. The crown of the great Anubis, keeper of the dead, lies forever entombed within his coffin. Finally, you found the last potent talisman needed to help defeat Raz al-Zul. Right as you begin to disturb the grave site, the 2 Sphinx statues come to life and defend the grave. Place the 2 Sphinx elite creatures in this room. Once both are defeated, any adventurer in this room can spend an action token to try and open the sarcophagus of Anubis. So you have to defeat them first,
Then you
and
can
then
try to get this.
do a mythos test.
But I would have to spend an action, so I'd have to wait till the next turn.
And then you
Yeah, but
pass.
you have to fight them now.
Oh,
I know.
Listen to this. If you defeat them and you pass,
Mhm.
place a quest marker on this room. Once this room contains 3 quest markers, the sarcophagus of Anubis opens. So you have to do the check 3 times. Any adventurer in this room can then take the Cal of Anubis. So you're not going to get it. So your job right now is to just defeat them and do the first quest marker.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing. You are stumped and slowed.
I'm stumped.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. Let's see. Slowed means -2 to my dexterity.
To your yeah, and to your movement.
Yeah.
Those
And
aren't
then
permanent. Those are just as long as
you
they're
always
alive.
fail any kind of checks.
Oh, that's only as long as they're alive.
Yeah, it doesn't go.
Okay.
You get those go away once.
Once you
Roll a
defeat them.
die on a 5 or 6 discard. Rest. Okay.
But that would be if he was afflicted with it. He would have to roll the die to
Yes.
discard it. Okay, so those are just as long as they're alive.
Okay.
You have those on you.
Unlike in a different situation, if it's from the tile.
Minimum
that's
of
different.
1.
How do I really get this one?
So movement -2. Okay, so let me figure out what I'm going to do here. Dexterity -2. Well, I would get +3 with the...
Unfortunately, the first thing that happens is you're going to lose 4 courage.
Okay. Which doesn't do anything.
What do you lose? Negative what?
You're on -4, so you get that negative effect.
Yeah, -1 to all checks.
Okay, but that's not for combat.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. So I get +1 to my dexterity if I use the revolver.
Okay.
Okay. So that only means that I come down
To 5.
5.
Okay.
I get +2 attacks. Well, that's not going to help me because...
Yeah, the fangs are dice.
Okay.
He may have to use a dash.
So you have 5 dice
Mm-hmm.
from having a dexterity of 5.
Yep.
6, 7 from the revolver.
Yep.
8 from your companion.
Yep.
Does the Scarab help you at all?
I can't read that little symbol there.
No, that gives you +2 to your mythos.
They're saying we're not wasting any time.
I don't know. We just got lucky with.
Yeah, I know. Throwing knives. Dexterity, one-handed.
What does throwing knives do?
That'll give me a +2 after you use this 4 times. No.
That's no good.
That's no good.
So unfortunately, you get 7 dice.
It was 5. No, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8
dice.
dice.
8 dice will do it.
All right.
How many wounds does this guy have?
6
5.
each.
Oh, 6.
Dark
But his armor's 3.
Almost 3. Yeah.
I got this.
And then you may have to use audacity, but at this point, it's the third one.
Oh man. Okay.
You have
He should re-roll that one because it hit the thing.
Yeah,
It wasn't fully, and then it shifted that one.
Okay. 6, 6, 6.
those are all going to break the armor.
Right.
So he's going to take 3 damage.
Right.
Okay. So he goes. He now has 3 health left.
Right.
However, his combat value is 5.
Okay.
You rolled 3 successes, so he's going to do 2 damage to you.
Okay.
You can block 1 with your vest, so you're going to take 1 damage.
Okay.
Well, that's not that bad. It could be worse.
Okay. Now you got to fight him again.
Yeah, but at least for that one round.
Mhm.
6, 6, 5.
Wow, you rolled
6,
very well. Okay.
5.
Okay. Hold
So
on.
first we're just counting your 5s. You have 3 5s. His armor is 3, so that doesn't do anything to him.
Right.
Did you still click?
But you still rolled 3 6s. That's going to penetrate his armor, so
And
he's
you're
going to be
take no
dead,
damage.
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to get 3 crystals at the end. Just
Yeah.
wait till the end. So you're going to get 3.
Okay.
Okay, now you have to fight this next one.
Man, I need a really good roll here. All right.
You roll 2
6.
successes.
Yep.
They're 6s, so he's going to take 2 wounds. But he's going to do 3 damage to you,
-1.
2 damage to you.
Man, I gotta get him this time, or else.
You gotta get some health for Dad somehow.
Don't worry, I'll be
Well,
alright.
your followers, don't
You
forget
can
about.
give damage to your followers too.
Oh, I'll just kill him.
Well, you should be giving them damage because it's better that
You
they
rolled
take
2
damage than you.
successes, 2 6s. So he's going to take 2 damage. Let me get a -1. So brings him down to 2 health. You're going to take 3 points of damage here, though. -1 from your vest would be 2. But if you give it to a follower, it's going to be 3. But
Alright.
you can assign it to a follower instead.
I'll give it to a follower.
Okay, so here, just put these 3 -1s on him.
Okay.
I know he's at 2 life.
All right.
Okay, so go ahead. You have 1 success.
That's ridiculous.
That does 1 damage to him, so he's down to 1 health. You're going to take 4 damage.
Unless you want to use an audacity and re-roll that whole one.
I'm gonna re-roll the whole one.
Okay, so just re-roll the whole dice then. You have 1, 2 successes. They do not break his armor of 3, so you're going to take 3 damage.
I'll give it to him.
Okay, so here's a -5, so give me 2 1s back.
Okay.
Here's a -5.
Well, it's
You
not.
gotta if you upkeep, you can heal him or yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Come on,
He
Dad.
has 2 health left.
All I gotta do is just hit 2 6s.
5, 6. Oh my god.
Okay, you rolled 2 successes. The 5 is blocked by the armor,
Right.
but the 6 will do 1 damage to it.
Right.
So he's down to
Okay.
1 health. You're taking 3 damage.
Wait,
Alright.
he gave him a wound last time. So he should be dead.
No, he had to he
I
re-rolled it with
re-rolled it,
remember?
audacity. So 3 to your companion or 2 to you.
I'll give 3 to this
How
guy
much-
here.
Okay, and
So here you go.
so he's still alive.
Yeah, they're both alive. They have 13 each.
Okay.
Come on.
5, 6.
6.
Okay, that's
That
enough
kills
to
him.
kill him. But you are going to take 3 damage, or 2 to you or 3 to a companion.
I'll give it to a companion.
Okay,
Since
do you
I'm
need a
alive.
5?
No, just yeah, give me a 5.
And you keep one down.
Yeah, give me 2 back.
So I get $6.
You have to give him a wound then.
Yep.
All right.
And then he gets how much?
A total of 6 shards.
And we have to put the token that marks that
You
we
have
did
to
this.
do a mythos check first.
The guy goes, oh, Mythos check?
Oh, and I'm sorry you didn't do this at first, but you do lose 3 more courage. You
Okay.
lose 3 more courage. Hold on, did you go -4 courage the
Yes,
first
he
time?
did.
Yep.
Should have only been 3.
Oh,
So
okay.
you lose 3 from the first and then 3 from the second.
Okay.
There you go.
So I'm still where I was anyways. Okay. And
That's
my
taking a
Mythos?
rough thing,
Yeah, I
man.
know. I'm having a
This
tough
whole
time
game.
here.
You have to fight
Mythos.
everything.
I roll 5.
These are gone.
Yep.
Discard them. Well, just put them back in the pile because you can always get them. They don't get
Yeah,
discarded.
we can always.
But
You
All
get
right.
+2 mythos from that Scarab brooch.
Okay. So what am I trying? Oh, I just
where's
need
You
to.
just need a success.
Yep.
Okay, you're fine.
where's the talisman? Oh, here. So we put a quest marker. So we have to do it 2 more times.
No, you haven't done it at all yet. All he's done is battled the Sphinx.
And
They're dead.
place a quest marker on this room. To try and open the mythos check is not for the fighting, it's for the quest. To try and open it is a mythos check.
Hold on. Place 2 Sphinx creatures in this room. Once both are defeated, any adventurer in this room can spend an action token to try to open the sarcophagus of Anubis. If you succeed, pass, place a quest
And you
marker
just
on this
did.
room. No.
No, because I would have to spend an action.
If you
I moved
succeed
into the
a
room.
check and you pass, you place a quest
So
marker
why
on
did he
this
just
room.
roll for mythos?
I shouldn't have.
He shouldn't have rolled at all.
Oh, yeah, because you need to spend an action to.
Right.
So that it doesn't even matter.
So it doesn't matter.
He's just there.
Yes.
Yep.
So we have to do it 3 times.
Correct.
So it's Justin's turn.
Yes, correct.
So, why don't you come on down?
I'm gonna rest to recover my courage. I'm -3. If I fight something, I'm gonna go all the way minus.
Right. I got you. All right, Janice.
I'm going to move and do
Well,
the
you can't.
You just move.
You just move.
I can see this is a pain in the butt.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dad.
Now you can do a mythos
I'm going
check.
to rest.
And recover 2
Yeah,
courage.
that makes sense.
Or you one of each, whatever you want to do. You get to do 2 points. Health or courage.
Should I do that, or should I try to do
You don't have the
one of
mythos.
the things?
No, it's not a huge hurry. We're only on
Well, we're kind
track
of in a
1.
hurry because I got a feeling things will get bad. So,
I
You
would
should
restore,
rest
I would
though
restore
because
the
he
courage.
has a lot of
all right.
health.
You want to
much,
get up
how much
to
courage do I give back?
2 points.
Okay.
You want to get it to at least baseline.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to spend an action to rest and recover 2 courage.
Okay. Janice.
I'm going to roll for mythos.
Okay.
Okay.
So my mythos is 5.
Okay. So you roll 5 dice. All you need is a success.
Oh, this gets discarded because we did this 2 in phase 1.
Right.
I succeed.
Okay. So we put 1 quest marker on the.
I don't know what the quest markers look like. They
I think they're
They must be the triangles or these.
I'll use the triangles. Or you can use the coin. Go ahead.
What are these though? It may be these that look like the mythos thing.
Right.
And it would make sense.
Okay. There you go. So make sure you have flipped your bullets. Make sure you flip your bullets.
That would have been my
That
third
was the
action.
one that I forgot to do.
Yep.
So Dad's
Okay,
your
so Dad,
turn.
it's your third
All right.
action.
So I'm going to.
How's it? Oh no, I tripped.
So we already got one of the mythos done.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would
I'm
rest.
trying. Yeah, I'm gonna rest again.
Let me do it because you already have an artifact too.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm -2.
My movement is 4. 1, 2, 3.
You can come right into that room.
Just move 4 right to here.
Okay.
Okay.
Turn over your thing.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll again.
That was my third action.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my 4th.
There's a success
6.
there. So you have 2 successes on the thing. Now, hold on. We need to look at this and see what it does. +2 armor. When you take damage, reduce that damage by 1. So that's really like a good armor piece.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Everybody has an artifact but me then.
hold on. Hold on. I have the Staff of Ra, okay?
Yep.
This is a good thing that we're going to need to beat that Pharaoh.
Well, that's
Right.
what
But
it
it's
says
a
in the
not.
story.
But it's a knowledge artifact, and my knowledge is only 1. So I want to be giving this to probably to Dad.
But we can't trade until the.
I can drop something in his face and he can pick it up.
You're better off trading for an action instead of doing because that.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. He's gonna come over here and trade
give
it.
it to him.
If you handle finishing off the mythos, we can then use our actions.
Just to
Number
trade.
1 to heal
bring
up
profit.
and
Trade.
trade.
Okay. So whose turn is it now?
Dad's.
Dad's.
All right. I'm going to again
Recover your
recover
sanity.
my my courage. because I'm quite a wuss. So
Okay.
now hold on. I've got 2 actions left here, so we want to
We
make
forget
sure
your
that.
special abilities too.
Huh?
We keep forgetting our special abilities. No one's used their special
I have.
abilities.
Yeah, I have 2. Oh,
I
here's the thing. I can use my special
haven't.
ability, but that would cost an action, right?
Correct.
I'll use that on my last action, because what happens once we get the final thing?
It says you to awaken. See, this is where
I don't think he awakens until
he
the
doesn't
dial
awake
goes to 6.
6. So we're gonna have 4 rounds of like randomness where we
Let me
can
see.
build up. That's what it says.
That's what it says to grow and prepare.
Because he has 33 health.
Okay.
Hold on. Just go on and do your turns.
Because
Whose turn
boy,
is
if you
it?
get
It's
all
your
the stuff,
turn now.
it doesn't make any
Oh,
sense.
it's my turn now. Just move
No,
into the
because you're
chamber.
gonna need it to beat him because these gives you attributes.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Janice. It's your turn.
We're not strong enough to beat him right now.
Okay.
There's no way. So I'm going to do the last Mythos quest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, I didn't succeed.
Okay.
Okay.
So you use the action.
Oh.
Then.
Once per round as a free action, do a knowledge check. Target adventure gains courage equal to successes rolled. I should have. I'll do that next turn for my
When
last.
you receive. Been there.
I'm gonna do that for my last thing.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action. I'm going to use my ability. Been there. Remove a special ability token, which is this.
Mhm.
All right. And reveal the top 5 room tiles from the stack. Put them back in any order you want.
Why would you want to do that? No.
Try to make it easier for us.
Sure. I guess. Yeah.
No? Or
Uh,
all right, let's
yeah.
let's
No.
put it off. Let's put it off. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that ability to heal. I mean to get 2 points more of courage. So now I'm at +2.
Of your what's your max courage?
4.
Okay. And
And
then
then
you flip.
Yep, I'm going to flip over the bullet
And
for my
then
action.
Justin's turn. What are you looking for?
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't awaken until you get to the
Until
6th
it gets to
trigger.
come at 6.
Okay.
It would make sense because look at this guy.
Yeah, but you don't understand. He's not that tough. Because here's the thing about him. There are special rules. If you have the Staff of Ra, reduce his combat rating by 5. So instead of 13, it's an 8.
Oh, that's
If you
why
have
they
the
help
Ruby
you.
Scarab, he gets no special abilities. If you have the Cowl of Anubis, he has no courage.
So it's possible to fight him without having the artifacts.
Right, if we didn't get these specific tiles.
So we just got lucky with our draws.
Okay.
Yes. So it's my turn, right?
Right.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend an action to give this to Dad.
Okay.
You should have just picked that one up
Picked what up?
because I failed the Mythos test. So
That's
that's
No,
okay.
still on.
no, that's okay. All right, so you're going to give that to me.
Yep.
And then should I give you?
You have to trade.
I don't want anything.
You don't want the healing thing? Okay. All right. Do you want throwing knives?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to spend my last action to do a knowledge check so I can gain that much courage, depending on my successes.
Whoever you want can gain that much courage. Any one of us. You can give it to yourself, that's fine. But I'm just saying that's what I read your skill. You can choose the player that gets the courage.
I should have done that and Dad wouldn't have had to waste all those actions.
I know, but you didn't do it during the first round.
Well, I didn't know.
It's okay.
I misunderstood it. So, what should I do?
We'll definitely do it. You need to be doing it every round because it's really good.
So I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I could have like max freaking
So how many successes?
none.
None, so nothing happens.
Well, that sucks. Dad, use your last action, maybe do a Mythos test. And
Yeah, to
just
get
pick
that
it,
thing.
and then you'll just have all the artifacts.
All right,
That's
so
fine. That was my intent with doing that.
my
Just
last
give them all
action.
of it.
Okay, so I get a Mythos of 5. Plus 2 is 7. So 3, 6, 7. Okay? You got it.
Okay. So
All right. So that's it.
Now here is what
maybe for
I'm
filming
gonna say.
purposes,
I
just
think we should just face the mummy.
Yeah, I'm looking here. I believe that
he doesn't
the minute
awaken until the sixth one. It says it right there.
you have 6 rounds to find the addicts and bolster our defenses and prepare for the coming of Razul. We must be vigilant. When Razul awakens, he will try to escape the tomb and take over the world. So I would say that
I think for two reasons. Number one, um, this mission, it states in the book, this is a difficulty easy mission.
Yep.
Okay. Not only is it a difficulty easy mission, but whether it's random luck or whatnot, we've already managed to uncover all three artifacts,
In the first
and
round.
we have them all on Dad. He has all the artifacts.
Right.
I don't really see during the next 4 rounds. I don't see what we're possibly gonna gain that would make us even more equipped
Well, just
to
to
do
verify for rule purposes.
I thought that the minute you find all 3
this.
artifacts.
No,
No.
it would make sense to me that would be the way,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Because they're assuming that it's going to be hard. We just got lucky with our draws.
Right.
We got lucky. But we have what you call an ideal situation, but usually probably it would take longer to find all the artifacts.
Right.
So by 6, regardless if you found the artifacts or not, it's going to be triggered on 6. But we were lucky, we found the artifacts in round 1. So just for filming purposes, we should fight him, but for the rules, so everybody can understand, he does not trigger until round 6. So if you were playing and you were playing by the book, you would have to pretty much build
Roam
up
around.
until 6. So lollygag. But since we are kind of in a time
Yeah.
frame, and this would
We don't want it to run. It would take
we-
another hour
hour
or
and a,
2.
yeah. So we're just gonna fight him.
Mm-hmm.
So
And plus, we kind of staggered that. So let's go right to the room because that makes sense.
pull
The
that
only thing
room
I
up.
would do is do the refresh, our refresh phase.
Yep.
Our upkeep phase.
Yep. So we get all of our things back.
Right.
Again, this is by no means, if anybody's watching this, by no means is this the way that it's supposed to be done. But I just feel that the way that this scenario has played out for us, we're ready to face the end challenge.
And we were lucky.
Yeah.
Is pretty much what we're saying. We shouldn't have been able to find the artifacts as fast as we did.
Yeah.
It took us 1 round.
Yeah, cause see, I haven't looked at these tiles before,
But there's some really scary ones
but
in
looking
there.
through them, it's kind of uncommon to get the ones that we got.
We got really lucky.
It's actually very uncommon to get the. Well, I have to find the specific room.
It's already pulled to the side.
Yeah. It's already
Oh,
pulled
okay.
this in.
Okay.
Now it hooks in, but he can actually take off.
Yeah, if we failed.
He will stay to kill one player.
Okay.
And
What he wants to do, he wants to kill one player,
Right.
and then he's just gonna make a dash for the exit.
Okay.
so we just have to kill him. So he's gonna target me because of this.
Right.
So I should have been the one to have all the stuff, not Dad. You realize this, right?
Well, we've already.
You always count as having the most weak calculating targets for creatures. Because of this.
Yeah, but okay, so then you just stay behind
How does she stay behind?
by not moving your character. He's in the Mongols Hall.
Okay.
Okay. You and I are in the Mongols Hall.
So and then Dad declares,
That he's gonna attack.
Okay.
and then Dad's gonna be the one.
So once I attack him, then I become the thing.
So read the special abilities. What's his actual stats gonna be? Because remember you said each artifact has an effect.
Yes. In the book,
Mm-hmm.
if you turn to the second page,
Okay.
he's really nasty, but
If
because
you don't find all 3
if
artifacts.
we don't find all the artifacts, but we did.
Mm-hmm.
So see, his combat rating is 13.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have the Staff of Ra, it is -5.
Okay.
So it's 8.
Right.
He has a special ability, Mummy's Curse, Curse of the Tomb. If you have the Ruby Scarab, he has no special ability.
And we will be ready for hilarity that may ensue. But it sounds like you are good.
So it may be harder since you have less tiles. He has a shorter space to run.
That's true.
That's true too.
That's true. The Call of Anubis. He performs no courage, so you're not going to get any minus to your courage.
Okay.
Because you have the Call of Anubis. So.
We just have to get 33
So
health.
here's the thing. Yes, he does have 33 health. Okay.
But he only has 8 combat.
He has a combat value of 8.
Right.
So when you fight him, you're going to use your knowledge. So that gives you 5 dice.
Right.
Okay? You
to
have.
use knowledge for him?
Well, he has the Staff of Ra, which is a knowledge weapon which gives plus
Oh.
5 or plus 10. It's his best. It's his best
okay.
bet. So you have a knowledge of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The Staff of Ra gives plus 5, but you can give it plus 10 3 times. You see that?
Yep.
So you would choose which rolls, and those rolls would get 5. Well, after the third, that's destroyed. So
Yeah.
2 times, basically, you can add 5 dice to the roll. So your knowledge is 5, plus 5 from the staff gives you 10 dice.
Mm-hmm.
We outnumber him in this room, so that's 11
11
dice. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do you have 1 dice? 10. And here's 1 is 11. You have a companion that gives you a dice, correct? So that's 12. So do you have any other bonuses?
When you gain this, gain, what's the symbol? Lucky. When you lose this, disregard. Lucky.
Oh, are you
Again.
supposed to have a thing that says lucky?
Yep.
Oh. Well,
They're double-sided, so if it's not to one side,
Yeah.
you're going to...
Hmm.
Usually the positive's on one side and the negative's on the other side.
Plus
You're
1 to
looking
my
at
shielding, so that's
Negatives,
good.
I think.
lucky. Oh, wow. Your companion gives you lucky?
Yep.
Okay.
Pass checks on 4, 5, or 6.
There you go. You don't even have to spend audacity.
Well, you can still spend audacity to reroll.
Yeah, but you...
All right, so I have 11 dice.
12 dice.
12.
5, 10, 11.
And then there's outnumbered 12.
Outnumbered is 12, correct.
3, 6, 9, 12. Okay.
Okay.
Roll here, maybe, since there's nothing here, and then they can see.
All right. So count up, separate the 6s, the 4s and the 5s go together as well.
4,
5,
6, 4,
6.
6.
Okay. You have a total of 7 successes.
Yep.
His combat rating is 8.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do 1 damage to you.
Okay.
You have leather armor, so you block 1 damage.
Right.
You're fine. You have 4 normal successes.
So
His
one of
armor
those
is
goes
3.
through.
He takes 1 damage. You have 3 critical successes. He takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, so he's minus 4 health.
The best way to keep track is probably to do his max health and just take away the wounds. Because that's 33.
I'll just do it quickly. All right, so he's lost 4 health.
Okay.
So it's 29.
Keep going until he's dead or until you die.
So reroll everything.
Now, should I add 5 more dice to it?
You can do that twice. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
All right, he used the Staff of Ra has a special power.
You don't want to destroy it though, because then you lose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to do it twice.
He can do this 3 times, but if he did it 3 times, the staff is gone on the 3rd
I
time.
need 1 more. That's 4.
Okay.
What, are you trying to cheat your own teammate here?
No, there's 5.
All right.
Ooh.
All right,
Okay.
so 4s and 5s. Ooh, that doesn't look good at all.
It's not that great.
Oh, that was horrible.
4. Good
6.
thing he rolled
The
all
bonus
those,
5 dice, yeah.
and that's it.
Okay, so you have 4 regular successes.
Unless you want to do audacity and re-roll all of them.
I'm gonna do audacity and re-roll all of them.
Yep, go ahead. That's a good idea because it was your plus 5
Because that's so many freaking dice that go to waste. You know what I mean?
All right. I think we're gonna get beat down here.
dice. No.
No, you're not.
Okay.
If I don't roll any better.
6. Actually, you rolled a lot better. 4, 6.
Put the 6s separate.
6. 6. You rolled a lot better. 5, 4, 4, and another 5. See, that's a lot better than last time.
Put the 6s.
Yeah, 6s.
Okay. So you have a total of a lot of successes. It's more than 8, so you're not going to take any damage.
Right.
Regular
1, 2, 3,
successes,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. His
Minus-
armor is 3,
so he
so he
takes
takes
5.
5. Then 3 ignore armor, so that is a total of 8 damage. He's minus 12, leaving him with 21 health.
How's that 8 damage? That's 12 damage. Then.
Yeah.
He took 4 last round,
Uh-huh.
and he took 8 now, so he has a total of 12 damage.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you got me confused when the way you calculate it.
All right, so we're going to take these 5 dice out.
Okay.
So now just do a regular one.
All right. Let's see if we can get some successes here with that.
Five, 6, 4, 4, 5. I just separate them first.
Wow, that's a lot of failures.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a total of 5 successes. You're going to take 3 damage from him.
Unless you want to put it to one
Or
of you.
2 to your hero, or 3 to a companion.
It's so
3 to a companion.
Okay. So,
We'll give it to
1,
Lucky.
2, 3. There he goes. Now, damage you deal to him, 1 goes through the armor, 1 is a 6, so he takes 2 points of damage.
Wow, this is bad.
you're not dying. That's not bad.
Well, if I
That
start
I think
losing
you're I
some
think
of
you're
this.
being a little dramatic.
All right, be quiet. All right, let's see. Come on, something good here. All right,
That was bad.
Bad.
that's a real bad roll.
How much
Wow.
audacity do you have left?
I got another one I can use.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Well,
that's only 3
I can't.
successes.
I
though.
can't roll anything today. I couldn't roll anything last night either.
Oh, that's even worse.
No.
No, 2, 6.
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty bad. This was a
6.
6. This was a 6.
That was a 6.
Okay.
4s.
Nope. So you have 3 successes.
And
He's
they
going
all
to do
look-
5 damage to you, 4 to your hero, or 5 to a companion.
I'm gonna take 4 to me.
Okay. You do 3 damage to him because it ignores armor.
Mm-hmm.
So I take out 2 1s. I drop a 5. He has lost 17 health. He has 16 health remaining.
You should do maybe the 15 dice one more time right now.
Maybe have him do 1 regular first,
And then do
and
the
then do your +5 dice. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Give me
that's
a
a lot
break.
better. 6, 5, 4,
4,
4,
5, 5.
6. Keep these separate.
That one wasn't a 6.
No, that was these
Okay.
aren't these don't count.
Okay. So
These are 2 6s.
okay, so you have a total of 8 successes compared to his 8 combat. You're not
Yeah,
going to take
fine.
any damage. 6
3 will go
successes.
through,
3 will go through,
and then another 2.
and then another 2.
That's 5.
So he has 11 health left.
So, do you want to do a regular, or do you want to do
I'm gonna
that?
do a regular.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna do a regular.
And then probably towards the end, we should just go 15 then.
Oh my God.
Okay.
6.
6, 5, 5. It's not that bad.
5.
It's not
Okay,
that
so
bad.
you have a total of 5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You're only going to do 2 damage to him because you're unable to break his armor.
Right.
He's going to do 3 damage
Wait a minute.
to...
What are you talking about? Oh, okay. I get you.
Yep. He's going to do 3 damage to a companion or 2 damage to you. It's your choice.
3 to the companion.
All right.
This is getting kind of weary here.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Well, if I have one bad roll.
Here's 3 to the
But
companion.
you still have audacity to spend. This is the end, so
yeah,
you might as well
can
spend it
re-roll
all.
All
It
right.
doesn't even matter at this point if
Well,
you
I've
spend
only
your
got
audacity.
3 audacity.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
should
how
be
many
fine.
more do we need to get him?
He has 24 damage. He has 9 health left. Do you want to do the 5 dice?
No. Let's see one more.
Okay.
6, 6, 6. This is good.
Those 4s
5,
are good.
4, 4, 4, so one of these is gonna go
Okay.
through.
You have 7 successes. You
So-
can block the 1 damage with the leather
So
jacket.
no
Yep.
damage.
Okay. He's
One.
going to take a total of 4 damage.
Yep.
So he has 5 health left.
So he has, yes, 5
So you
health
might as well
left.
do the
All right, give me the
Go all out.
extra dice. Hopefully
There you go.
this is the end here.
And you can always re-roll it with
Where's the
Audacity.
scenario book so I can read and help them.
If
You get it.
we are successful. Hey Charles, how you doing? All right, let's see.
6.
That's a very good
6,
roll.
5,
That's almost all successes.
5, 6. Oh, he's dead. 5, 4, 4, 5, 5. He's dead. 5,
5.
5, 4.
A staff of Ra.
So you have 3,
Right in the
5,
teeth.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 successes.
It's overkill.
He only had, yeah, he's dead.
He's overkill. That's 10
All right,
damage.
so what happens? We've killed him somehow.
Because we got the artifacts. We could have been in a
Wow, I
position
almost
where we
lost.
didn't have
I
it.
almost lost a lot of guys here.
Yeah, but you got unlucky because you had to do all the artifact battles.
Oh, I know.
So, rules for runs. What's your Okay. Through the mystical synergy, the potent talismans, the internal order of Perseus has set their full force upon the weakened great pharaoh. Despite his enormous power, the mighty Razazul's Ahamet is now little more than an angry old man in ragged clothing. Not leaving anything to chance, you send round after round of white-hot steel through the pharaoh with the blue eyes until he finally falls to one knee. With his remaining strength, he lifts his head one last time to gaze at his assailants, until the glow of his unearthly eyes fades into darkness. At first, there is nothing but an eerie stillness filling the tomb. Then the pharaoh's corpse flashes a brilliant blue, forcing all of you to shield your eyes. A tremendous sound ripples through your souls as the island quakes and Razazul's Amet begins to dematerialize. When the light fades, all that's left of the former king of Egypt is a pile of ash, and at its center a green gem sparkling, yet with the essence of Razazul's Ahamet. A priceless artifact for sure, but why take any risk? You load one more round into your gun's chamber and reduce the glittering gem to shrapnel. The team exits the tomb and boards the plane, knowing that once again the world is at peace. But for how long? That's it. So then we would go into the next story.
Cool.
If
All
you
right.
lose, 2 things can happen.
So, what did you think?
I thought it was fun.
How about you, James?
I liked it.
You liked it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good
Remember,
enough.
this is the first campaign. The first campaigns are always easy.
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot that you can do because I mean, with the 6, there is a lot. If you search more and did more adventures and
Well,
stuff,
we should have minused one action.
we should have minused 1 action, like the
Made it a
guy
little
did.
harder.
That you have the option.
Oh, is that what the guy did?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
didn't know
like
how
like
hard
it.
it was
I
gonna be.
think it's a good game. I think it's worth maybe painting up the miniatures and trying to
I
get
think
the
we
other
should do
expansions.
another expansion. I mean, another campaign to see.
We'll see if we can find the first expansion of it, and we'll run through this, and we'll run through the other things, and we'll do a review for it. So that sounds pretty good. All right, I liked it. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this. We put in 2 hours here live, so we are going to call it a day for now. Why don't you leave those out because we got to do the review later too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I explained the rules, guys.
Yes, and you
Be
could do
proud
it.
of me.
You could do it on the big camera. And we'll get that done. All right. So with that said, thank you everyone for listening and watching. And check out, if you're new to the channel, check out the Patreon page and let us know what you think. And with that said, thanks so much to everybody that participated. Charles, how you doing, by the way? And we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Say goodbye.
Feeling it, feeling it, feeling it, feeling it. Raw's dead, feeling it, feeling it.